Hello, welcome to Fibertown. This is episode 122. It's September 25th, 2015. I'm Emily, Chainoffools on Ravelry, and apparently I have something on my shirt that smells really good. This is Alice. Isn't that your name? And we are here today on a cloudy morning and sitting on the couch. And I'm very glad Alice deigned to join me today. So, hello. Let's see, I do have one introduction today. And that is for Nabiscuit, who is Nikki, and let's see, she has been listening for a while. Yeah, she has. And just decided to join, and it was the Agatha sock giveaway that made her want to join. And I do have the winner of that giveaway very soon. So let's see. She is a stay-at-home mom to 4. The oldest one is 6, so holy cow. That's a lot of diapers and taking care. Yeah, I've been there. So, well, not that many, but yeah. Good for you. Let's see. She spins, knits, and crochets, and she's been wanting to get in shape. Very cool. And she wants more hours in the day to do all that. Good luck. Let me know if you figure that out. So, thank you for saying hi, Nikki, and welcome. Let's see, if you are like Nikki and haven't joined the group yet on Ravelry, you might consider doing so, because once the group on Rav reaches 1,000 members, we have a very special giveaway. And I'm going to show it to you. It came in the mail yesterday, and OMG, as we say in Spain. You guys, this is Gluckstag. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I don't know what it means. But what? Yeah, take a gander. This is Wollmeise Twin, which is 80% wool, 20% polyamide, in the Gluckstag colorway. And the Intensitat is dunkel. Again, sorry. I guess that means like saturation level. It's dunkel, whatever that means. Dunkel must mean insane, because look. Oh yeah. So my friend Sarah Flones picked this up on her last trip to the Wollmeise store. She's leaving Germany, coming back to the States. And she said that a friend of hers had been knitting something out of this colorway, and did I want her to get it because it was so beautiful. So I said yes, because it hits the mark for a lot of colors you guys said that you liked. I don't think anyone specifically mentioned this color on the thread, the Wollmeise giveaway thread, but there are the beautiful greens and blues, and there's a bit of purple. It's looking royal blue on the screen, but it's actually both. It's purple and royal. So how awesome is that? So we got a ways to go to reach 1,000 members, but if you're lurking, you might consider joining, because, hey, you could win this. I'm going to put this over here. Very special. That's probably going to fall over. We'll see. Okay, so today I have a very jam-packed episode full of lots of FOs, lots of whips, some spinning, and quite a fair few acquisitions. So shall we? All right, let's do FOs. I have my September socks. Take a look. These are my Rose City rollers. I wasn't sure yet. I've been wearing them. There's some thread from my sewing. I've been wearing them a lot. I love them. I wasn't sure I would like the Rose City rollers pattern, but I'm just going to put them right on my feet, because here's the other one. They're fabulous. They stay on great. I followed the pattern until, I did my own heel. I did my single gusset heel, riverbed gusset. I call it mine. I don't know if it's mine, but it's the one I always use, except if I'm using the double gusset, which just does another small gusset ahead of that and really hugs the heel. This is, I've been saying it's opal yarn. It is not. This is online. I believe it's a German yarn as well, and I don't have the specs because it's such deep stash. But yeah, they are fabulous. And they only take maybe 15 grams. You could either make a barn raising square or you can make a sock. They're awesome. They're really, really great. Highly recommend. And that's the Rose City Rollers by Mara Briner, I think. It's a free pattern. And yeah, my next socks will be Halloween-y out of this lollipop that I've had for a good while. And it's a special Halloween colorway. I can just lose the lollipop tags like crazy, so I don't remember the colorway names or the actual colorway name. You know, she names the individual colors. Sorry. Alice has a toy. Yeah, that's her favorite toy. Hey, Al. Been hunting squirrels today? Where are the squirrels? Squirrels are bad. She's gonna go check. They've been burying their nuts in our yard, and she has been beside herself. She's looking out the window now. Okay. So yes, this will go on the needle soon. Oh, the onlines of socks were knit with US 1.5s, which is a 2.5 millimeter. I use double points. What else can I tell you? I love the Rose City Rollers. Very cool. All right, my other big FO today is my Irish coffee. Once I got to the sleeves, this thing just flew. I mean, sleeves, I don't have a thing with sleeves like a lot of people do. I don't have a thing with heel flaps either. I love to get to a heel flap. It's like a concrete bit of the knitting, and I know I can finish it in a certain amount of time, and then I move on to the next step. It doesn't drag on for me, and neither do sleeves. So this washed up gorgeously. This is my Irish Coffee by Thea Coleman. It's a paid for pattern, and I feel like the ribbing on the upper body really adds oomph to my upper body, like my shoulders. I'm not a super big fan of it. It's a heavy sweater. I made it to wear to Rhinebeck, but it just depends on how. I think it'll be too warm in it, frankly. Maybe in the morning I could wear it, but then I'm going to have to take it off. So, but the cables, this yarn blocked out gorgeously. I did modify it a bit, including the sleeve, all the sleeve shaping and all of the body shaping. I just sort of tried it on and did my own thing. And I stopped the ribbing. It's not quite tunic length. It's like right at the, I would say, mid-hip. Maybe longer, maybe low hip. I did crochet around the neck to tighten it up, and I think it could stand a bit more tightening. I have a whole skein left of this, so it'll go back in the stash. I don't know what will happen to it. The yarn is Dorset Down and East Frisian. East Frisian? Dorset Down and Frisian. I don't know where the East came in. I made that up. I invented a new breed. And it's from Meduseld Farm. It's from the sheep they raise in West Virginia in a lovely mountaintop. Very lovely farm. They raise Romneys and Jacobs. Well, actually, I don't know if she has Jacobs anymore. Dorset Down, Frisian, Romney. They have had Jacob in the past. And I don't know what they have. I'm going to be visiting her at Shenandoah Valley Fiber Festival tomorrow, once I get a chance. I have a jam-packed day there. So yeah, I get to chat with Patricia again. I'm going to take this sweater and show her. I dyed it myself, and it's there we go. There we go. That's somewhat the color. It really came out lovely. So I'll wear it eventually on the podcast, but not today. Today I'm wearing a sewing FO. This is some new fabric. It's cotton and steel double gauze, which is delightful to wear. It's delightful. It's delicate to sew and unpick. Ask me how I know. I just love it. It's these very pale pink stars with an occasional little It's very small, you can't see it. Occasional little dot, circle of dots. So I cut out the staple dress, which Sarah Pomegranate has been making, and she's loving it. So I bought the pattern. I cut out a medium on top and a large on the bottom. I graded it. And it didn't fit. So I cut the skirt off, and I just made a shirt out of it. So it's very comfy. It was a bummer that the skirt didn't fit. But the problem is this. I look at the measurements on the pattern, and you really should go by the measurements and not the size. And then I take my measurements, and then I say, that can't be right. I'm a medium on top and a large on the bottom. Okay, so we know that sizes are arbitrary. There is not a standard. And I think of myself as a medium on top and a large on the bottom. But apparently I am not always that. And I've got to have some more flexibility when it comes to wrapping my brain around what size I actually am. So, you know, it goes against the grain to say I'm an extra large on the bottom. But hello, I am in this pattern. And really, the sizes shouldn't even be there. It should just be measurements. Know what I mean? So we don't have that, you know, I'm a smart person, but I can't get past that. I know that numbers don't lie, but my brain is able to circumvent the numbers. Yeah, so at least I have a lovely shirt out of it. And I look forward to trying the staple dress again. So let's see, those are my FOs this week. Oh, I forgot to bring my sockhead hat. Okay, my sockhead hat looks about the same. It's got maybe an inch more on it. I'm knitting it out of 6-ply, Indulgent 6-ply, which is a lovely yarn. Sorry I didn't bring it. I'm kind of a jerk. But I do have other whips. I have, what am I going to show you first? I think, if I can find it, I will show you a commission knit that I am doing. Oh, duh. Al is down here chewing on her toy. Al. Hi, darling. Having fun? Making my couch gross? All right. So in my Jan Smiley bag, one of my Jan Smiley bags, I have a Milo. I'm doing a commission knit for a friend, and she agreed to let me knit her a Milo. And because I just love knitting Milos. I'm knitting this. This is by Georgie Hallam. It's a little tunic. I've knit a fair few of these, at least 2 others. This is a tunic that it's just adorable. And I'm using Mad Tosh DK in the Fig colorway. She chose the color. I'll show you the ball of yarn. It's a stunning, stunning color. We don't know the gender, the sex of the baby. And so this is a brown with like purple overtones. It's just so much fun. I'm using US 6s, and I'm thinking that I'm knitting the 6th month size, but my gauge is a little tight. So I'm thinking it'll fit between 3 and 6 months, depending on how big the baby is. But that's the beauty of the baby knits. As long as it's not super duper tiny, it will eventually fit. Now, you got to time it so the season is right. But a tunic, you can wear a tunic year round, unless it's a million degrees. So I'm going to be knitting this, and then the garter ear flap hat from Pearl Soho. Getting jostled over here by the 14-pound hurricane. She's strong for 14 pounds. That thing is disgusting, Al. So I am knitting on this. I'm going to put it down. And I would have been much farther along on this had it not been for my next work in progress. Let me put you over here. That is a hand spun Enchanted Mesa. Okay. I love this pattern. I love it. These are most of the yarns I am using. I don't know if the green will go in it yet, and I haven't put this one in it yet. These are all Gourmet Stash hand spun. And then this hobbledehoy might go in it, but this is quite a bit thicker than all of this. All right, you ready? So this is a pattern by Stephen West. I've knit one before. It was a super fast knit. And so, there's another ball. It's attached to the project at the moment. It is full of ends because I've been blending all of these colors. But take a look. And I forgot I made some mistakes already. There are a few stockinette rows that I forgot to add. Now this one is Smaug. The Smaug colorway. It's a lot thinner than the others, so I'm either going to rewind it into a cake and hold it double, because it's just too thin, or not use it at all. So the Enchanted Mesa is just the best pattern ever. Okay. And I try it on as I go. Where is the... Okay. I try it on as I go, but basically it's short rows, and I'm starting to get... so it's very much smaller up here than it is down here. There's more fabric on this side. Once I hit a level, and this does stretch quite a bit. Once I hit the armhole level, on this side I will make an armhole and then start knitting without the short rows. And once this side gets to the same level as this armhole, I'll make another armhole. So I don't do the dropped sleeve look that the pattern has in it. But I'm just so enjoying blending all of these colors. Oh, there's the pink. And all of these are full of luxury fibers. Yak, merino, cashmere, silk, silk noil, sari silk, sparkle. And I would love to finish this for the asymmetrical. Probably not going to happen because I think that's the end of September, and that's with the Yarns at Yin-Hoo podcast. But Rhinebeck is the real aim. Because where else can you wear a sparkly, crazy sweater like this? People will not blink an eye. They'll probably appreciate it. And I just love knitting it. It's written for so many gauges, but it'll deal with any yarn you throw at it. I think it would be great for sock scraps. You know, for these swoops. I call them the swoops. So that is my Enchanted Mesa. This is the short shoulder and this is the long one. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Yeah, super excited. So it's a very squishy, soft, delicate sweater. I'm gonna have to be careful. It will pill. It's mostly 2-plies. Occasionally I did a 3-ply. But short stapled fibers, woolen spun yarns, I'm gonna have to be very careful with it, but it's very light too because the yarns are so small. So it's light but warm, and I just get so much more use. Sorry, I'm gonna fool with my hair now. I get so much more use out of lightweight sweaters, and I really should knit more of them. So is that it for works in progress? Do not lick my couch. I think that's it. Okay, so spinning. Okay, let me show you this first. This is a wee skein. It's about 50 yards of Hog Island that I spun on my Tockley. It's a 3-ply. It's Hog Island that I got at History Unwound from my Beth Smith class. And it's full of stuff. And it's super bouncy, super bouncy. What? Incredibly inconsistent staple length. It's woolen spun. What else can I say about this? It'll go into my sock yarn blanket when I start that back up. And Hog Island is a very rare breed. There are a couple flocks. Ross Farms has some Hog Island as of now. My other spinning is maybe on the other end of the spectrum. This is from Pigeon Studios. This is a 2-ply. It's 650 yards, and it is merino yak and silk. I don't remember the ratio, but it's the Bridges colorway. I love spinning her stuff and just seeing how it plies up. It's gorgeous. It's very animally smelling. So Pigeon Studios is an amazing dyer. She does yarn and fiber. I've only ever used her fiber because I just can't resist it. She does, this was part of the Luminosity project, and it's a luxury fiber, but it just glows in the braid. And then the colors come out just so muted and gorgeous, and occasionally she will have some white spots that you can use to blend, white spots in the fiber in some colorways that you can blend with the colors, and it mutes them even more. But I think this is just going to, it's shawl worthy for sure. It's going to be a shawl. So yeah, Bridges colorway, did I say that? There you go. That's all the spinning I have for now, but I shall have lots more. Oh no, I have some spinning fiber that I prepped. It's really not very pretty. This is the Santa Cruz that Swensty from the Fiber Trek podcast sent to me. I asked for it. I said, ooh, I want to try. It's another incredibly rare fiber, and she used some of this. She spun it, processed it, and spun it and knit it into a hap shawl. So Santa Cruz is from an island off the coast of California, I believe. I read a little bit about it this weekend. There's very little known about it, I guess, and its origins are kind of, they're probably from the original Spanish settlers. Well, I don't think sheep were native to, sheep are not native to the Americas, so it must have been from the Spanish settlers. And I washed it, carded it, and made these roll logs, and they are, one thing I can say about it so far is that it is super bouncy as well. So yeah, this will spin up rustic as well. I forgot a little piece of it, so I'm gonna have to card this as well. Maybe I'll spin this from the locks. So it's an interesting color. This is probably 2 ounces maybe. I haven't measured it yet. So that will get spun at some point. Maybe I'll take some to Deborah Oopson tomorrow. She probably has some already. Such hubris thinking I could take some fiber to Deb Robeson. Let's see. Acquisitions. What can I show you? I have a fabric acquisition that came along with this. This is more of the cotton and steel double gauze. I've had my eye on this fabric for a while. I got 2 yards of it. I am with the intention of making a top. So, when I was like a horizontally striped top, I don't know. But then I realized something quite important that sort of ties into this whole handmade wardrobe thing that people have been talking about, that Helen Stewart has sort of gotten people talking about. Handmade wardrobe. This is my most worn sweater. It's 4 or 5 years old at this point. It's made out of Volmisa lace in the golden pear. We're different. It is, so it's very lightweight. This, I mean, look how well this is held up. I wear this constantly, and I realized, now it doesn't show, it looks very different on the screen, but in real life, that is quite a nice match. So, something I wear all the time, something I've been thinking about, they coordinate, I'm doing it. Waiting for the Scout Tee pattern to arrive. That's from Grainline Studios, and I want to make one of those with that fabric. And it should be lovely because this is a really nice fabric to wear. Another sewing acquisition I have is this. This is a bias tape maker set. This arrived yesterday, and I saw this being used on the Great British Sewing Bee, and it was like magic. Oh my goodness, you cut your strips, you feed them into this into this little machine, and there's different widths here, and then you pull the tape through as you iron. See, it shows right there. It makes bias tape. Now, I saw this on Amazon, and I put it in my cart and bought it. And I've done that several times lately because I have Amazon Prime without looking where the object is coming from. And I'm not going to be doing that anymore. I'm going to be much more careful about how I do that. Now, I haven't seen this at my local Joann's, so I was like, oh, I'll get it on Amazon. It came from Malaysia. It took a month to get here, and I don't like having things sent from the other side of the world for my carbon purposes, carbon footprint purposes, and your carbon footprint purposes. It's just not a good thing. So, buyer beware. Caveat emptor. Let's see. Oh, okay. Other acquisitions, my friends. Well, the Glückstag, which has fallen, came yesterday, along with some lovely teas from my friend Sarah, and a little something for me. I got more Laceguard. Laceguard is a very good buy, okay? This is 1,700 yards, 100% wool, and you saw this sweater, right? Yeah, it's awesome. This is the same yarn, and I'm thinking this is Campari orange. Nobody is perfect, and it's stunning. Let me see if I can get it better. If I ever knit a viajante, it's going to be in this. And if I don't, then I don't know what it'll become. But isn't it gorgeous? Love Woolfolk yarn. A lot of people say it's kind of cottony feeling to knit, and I can see that, but it is a workhorse, which you wouldn't think, but it really truly is a workhorse yarn for wear. You know what else I wanted to mention? The Jinx Yarns Harry Potter House Cup Socks. They have washed up beautifully. That yarn really did change, and it's her merino nylon base. That's a lovely base. You really can't tell until you wash something, but it's just gorgeous. So my son has been enjoying wearing those. Now my last, oh, it's not my last acquisition. No. But look at this, guys. This you might recognize. This is how Lollipop Yarn sends her yarn to you in a little gauze. This is not gauze. What is this? This fabric is, I forget. Anyway, it's a cute little bag. She sends a little heel and toe. Again, there's threads on everything. Little black heel and toe. And take a look. Now you might be saying, oh my goodness, Emily, did you stock an update? No, I did not. I'll tell you how I got this. She updates 7 o'clock on Sunday nights, right? This is Pretty Paws. Whisker, Bad Kitty, Catbox, and Mini Me. Mini Me and Bad Kitty. Oh, must be the Mini Me. So, Pretty Paws. I love her more neutral colorways, as well as her super crazy rainbowy ones. So I told you guys the Carolina Fiber Girls and their Socktober craziness. I told you about all that. And I do have my sock patterns. There's a coupon code for my sock patterns. There's a sale. So if you go and look at the Carolina Fiber Girls thread for Socktober, you'll see all that in their group on Ravelry. So Joan, they are buds with Joan of Lollipop Yarns, and she offered to do 2 special Carolina Fiber Girl updates. They are at different times than her regular updates. But if you go and check out their podcast, you can find out when she's doing the next one, because there's one more left. And this came like lickety-split. This came very fast. So I'm going to cast on these, and those will get knit maybe this next winter. But that is not all. I went to Fiberspace yesterday, hung out for a while, got to see all the lovely folks there. And I went because I wanted to see a new yarn that they have stocked there. But as you do, you might find something else. This is from Woolfolk. This is merino that is super, super low micron count. And this is just insanely soft and squishy. And I want to make my son a cowl, because he does not, scarves are not great for kids. They come undone. You just pop a little warm, soft cowl under the collar of their coat and they're good to go. So this is a worsted weight. This is the far base. And it's really insane. It's a chainette construction. I think this is going to be fun to knit. So I did pick up that. Then the reason I went was to see the Highland Handmaids yarn that they got in. And there was a gorgeous table full of all Heather's beautiful colors. And I picked up this one, Chocolate and Hockey, because these are the colors my mother said she would love to have socks out of. It was scary, and the color is not quite right. It was scary how perfect this was. She had told me this past week what she was looking for in a pair of socks. And then this is a new colorway of Heather's, I believe, and this is not the right coloring. Let me see. The purple is, neither of the colors look right. Take my word for it, it's a beautiful dark turquoise and a lovely purple, just purple. So Chocolate and Hockey, that's a reference to two of her friends that helped her, I guess, wholesale to Fiberspace. And one is into hockey, that's Holly. And Michelle is a chocolatier, so Chocolate and Hockey. This is sugar maple sock, 75% superwash wool, 25% nylon. It's a 3-ply, machine wash, and dry flat. So this is kind of perfect. And it was really nice to go and see her yarns. If you're in the area, you should check it out too. Hey, Al. You got something stuck in your teeth? Hi, darling. I see your teeth sticking out. Anyway. There's an Ask Fibertown. Hang on a sec, guys. I think I've shown you everything. While I'm looking up this Ask Fibertown question, which I have totally not prepared for, so we'll see how that goes. I'm going to Shenandoah Valley tomorrow to the Fiber Festival in Berryville, Virginia. I'll be there all day, but I'll be in class all day from 9 to 12 and 1 to 4. So I have plans to meet up with quite a few folks in my lunch hour. It's going to be a little crazy. Excuse me. And the weather's supposed to be bad, which stinks. But I am taking a class with the Robeson, La Robeson. I think I'll take my book and have her sign it, my Fleece and Fiber Source book. So I want to see the Ross Farm people. I want to see Medicel people. I want to see I have to do some hobbledehoy shopping for some friends. And probably myself. Let's be real. If she has bats, I'm having a bat. And I have to get some maple syrup from Medicel and I want to get some Power Scour from Ross Farm. And then there will probably be yarn I can't resist too. It's such a great festival. Neighborhood is there, Dragonfly is there, Hipstring, Knitty and Color. If you are able to get there, even if it's raining, come. They have sheepdog, they have Last year, a bunch of the sheep got out. That was quite entertaining. It's such a lovely festival. I'm bummed that it's supposed to be raining all weekend. So, but come and support the vendors because Spanish Peacock is there. Come and support the vendors. They work really hard and they're awesome. Even if it's raining, come and buy stuff. Okay, so this is a post from String Bean. Hey, Christina. And there's my Doog. Have you knit a dog sweater for Alice? Yes, I have. I think I remember seeing a photo of one on your social media. She's modeled it. Which pattern did you use? I didn't. I made it up. Did you enjoy it, or was it a painful slog? I enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it, Alice? She's monitoring for squirrels. It's for squirrels. Squirrels. Squirrel. Which yarn? I used Noro Kurion, which it takes forever to felt that stuff. Okay, it's not superwash, but I've felted with it before and it's taken me 4 washes. So I think it's fine. I think it's fine to use for your doogie. And man, it stands out on the street. You know what I mean? Any variations to the pattern, or did you wing it completely? So yeah, I wunged it. I wunged it completely. The neck is not great. I really do need to knit her another one. The neck is too gapey. And Bostons have very big, broad chests. And so I tried it on her as I went. I did the best I could. I'm happy with I did make a little hole in the top of her back she wears a harness and attaches the leash on the harness sort of at the top of her back. So I made a hole for that. So I customized this, to her, to us, to our situation. So she says that she spun 13 ounces of hobbledehoy battling clubs. Your dog is so spoiled. Into a worstedish, but she's worth it. Aria, she's lovely. A worstedish weight 3-ply. It's lovely, and I'm thinking of using Perfect Fit Dog and Cat Sweater Pattern by Jessica Lane, and here's a picture. That looks great. With some alterations for longer sleeves and fitting Aria's tiny tummy. Thoughts on the pattern? I'm not familiar with the pattern, but it looks much better around the neck than the one I ended up making. So yeah, I will watch and see how it goes. I'm going to bring up a picture of Alice's sweater. It's way back, so give me some time as I look through my Ravelry page. I will say that if you have a boy dog, you know where this is going, don't you? If you have a boy dog who tend to pee, the pee comes forward because of the anatomy. You will want to adjust for that. You will want to make quite a scoop in the tummy. Otherwise, you will be washing it like every time. Once when I was a kid, I put a t-shirt. I was probably 10 or 11. I put a t-shirt on my dog Angus. Took him outside. Yeah, he peed all over it. It was a human t-shirt, okay? All right, so this is Alice's Noro sweater. She was wee. She was smaller. And it looks great as it is there, but as she gets going and her front legs start to move, the collar does come down. So not the best. So yeah, maybe Alice needs a hand-spun sweater. Because she's worn her other one quite well. Haven't you, Al? Alice, did you get any squirrels today? Alice, squirrel. Oh, so thank you for your question, Christina. I will be following your doggy sweater knitting with much interest. Where are the squirrels today? Squirrel. She's like, I know they're not out there. She has been sort of trained by us unintentionally to go and patrol for squirrels in a very aggressive way. Like she comes out barking and like stomping and barking, and she makes a circuit, a really fast circuit of the yard, and then she runs back in and stands by her cookie jar. Like, okay, I looked. Now give me a cookie. Cookie. Cookie? Cookie? Can't help it. I love her. Yeah, she's just watching for squirrels now. Look at the peoples. See how pretty you are. All right, my little Tuffy and I are going to say happy knitting, and until next time, and I find my mouse, happy knitting. Oh, wait. Wait 1 second. Naughty nitwits. Just wanted to say hey to the one in the middle. Leslie, Michelle, and Melissa. I got you now. I have been schooled, and I will remember the one in the middle is Michelle. Oh, you guys are funny and make me laugh. All right, y'all. Take care. Bye-bye.